Sometimes, if you don't have a vacuum cleaner or it's inconvenient, you can just use a nozzle. See, that works pretty good. I'm liking my new Flexzilla lines. Well, let's pull the fuel stuff off the carburetor going down, because everything else is out underneath. Okay, we're going to pull all this mess out of here and all this fuel line. We'll put that over there, just get it out of the way. And I just cleaned that, so I'm not worried about that. But let's get I know that 7/16. Well, if I know anything, is that 7/16. Okay. And that just makes it easier. Don't tear that gasket. Okay, why did that stick? Okay. Gonna break my eye, man. Alright, let's see if I can get all of this out of here. I'll bring you back when I get to a point here. So I'm going to try to live up to replacing this entire system. Let's see if we can negotiate this out of here. I'm afraid that's going to short out on the battery, but I think that's going to take some finagling with both hands. Let's I don't know if that's true or not. Heater hose is in the way. Let's tell you what, I'm going to take that off. Oops, okay. So October 23rd, let's see how long ago that was. 23,000 miles is what it was. Okay, well, I don't know what I got on there, and that don't matter, I'm going to change it anyway. So there's the part that went to the fuel pump, the mechanical pump. So that's going to lose all of that. And I've run into 5/16 and 3/8 all along this path here. So, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be coming off the new fuel cell. It's supposed to be here today, so we'll see if that's true. So I've got that out of there. Boy, that looks better already. Makes me feel better. I just didn't like all that steel line going behind the alternator and all that other stuff. So anyway, yeah, that changed because it's on. It don't matter. All right, let's put this back on there temporarily just to keep stuff out of it, keep it safe, keep everything together. Okay, I was going to order a box of these, but I think I'm going to end up with 1,000,000 of them. I really hate some things. One of them is finding something like that, using that yellow connector on something that's just way too small for it. So this is the sending wire. So I'm ready to go. I got my soldering iron and my shrink tube and my heat gun and my solder. And I use flux paste every single time. You just got to do it. It flows better, it sticks better. So let's get this before we close up the holes back here. And maybe I need to find a grommet. But I want to go, of course you got to put this wire under the carpet. You don't got to, but you should. So let's see if I can find some grommets that fit. I'm going to seal that up with just some tape. You know, these are fair enough, but that's about it. I got to give those like a B. Not a B plus or B minus, just a B. And I know there's an adjustment right there, but I end up in kind of weird whirls with kind of non-standard wire, and those just work okay. Between that and that, I'm okay, but and my ones that are from World War II are just too small. So there's the flux on there, and I want people to do this, and I use this really thin stuff here, and always make sure you're tight right there. Okay, it works a lot better. And then, boy, how many discussions have I had about soldering? Okay, and I know this stuff goes like quicksilver. And this really don't carry a lot of amperage or voltage, but I kind of think to myself when I do stuff like this, you know, if you got resistance here, then you're not going to get a resistance reading to your gauge. So I try to keep it to a bare minimum. I'm having to kind of hold myself funny. And I want to get this, I want to kind of get this interior back together today. Okay, that's good enough. Let's let that smoke them down there a little bit. Let's not put your elbow in the red ruby stuff. Okay, well let's get that shrink tube. I got it right there. Get that shrink tube and wrapped up, and I got the grommet in. Guess I might as well leave this out. I got a grommet in right there. I had one in my quiver, and I use this stuff on stuff like big holes like that over there. So we're going to get this sealed up. I've already got some sound deadening kind of miscellaneous packing material stuff down in there to try to keep the echoes down in here. Okay, I try never to use an open flame around the car, so just get yourself a good quality heat gun and do that, and don't put it on carpet when you leave it alone, to put it on something hard. So I never use an open flame around the car. Even though we don't have a gas tank, I still don't like it. And this paint's still, what is it now? It's probably been on here 20 hours, and it's okay. It's dry enough, but yeah, it's still off-gassing. I've got wiring to do under the truck, so I'm just going to leave that reel of wire there. This is real good stuff, and I just got a big coil of it to go to the fuel tank whenever I get it. So let's put it down through this hole, and it's slinky, For fun, it's a wonderful toy. So we're just going to feed that down in there until we get a nice lax thing on here. I might tape it down a little bit just to hold it in place. What am I going to do with this rug? What do you think? I'm going to put it in this truck. That's what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so let's get that fed and clear of everything and safe and all that other stuff. And yeah, I think that's the thing to do. Just use some of this and just tape it down along the way, and that'd be just give it some protection too. Okay, I got that wire all taped down with that Pella tape. Works pretty good in here. And I closed up a bunch of other holes, so I'm ready to get some sound deadening in back here. I'm just going to use whatever I got. That's all I'm going to do, and that's going to be my seat things, as you remember from the last video. So let's put some of this up there. So you gotta get your knife out, and I'm just going to do what I can here. I did that felt a long time ago, and that really felt good, and it worked good too. Okay, hopefully I'll have seats in here in a minute or two. Couple of spots aren't dry. That's the way it goes, huh? Okay, well there's sound deadening number one. That was that whole roll. So, and then there's sound deadening in that carpet right there too. So I'm just gonna try to make it as nice as I can, and just gonna chalk that stuff up and just fit it around and put this carpet over it, and that'll be fine. I don't see any reason in busting out any glue or anything. When I had my first car, it was a 53 Volkswagen. Boy, it was a mess. Didn't run. Paid $40 for it, got it to run. Carolina Machine Shop. Distributor gear. But I remember some people down the street, they were making putting carpet in their basement. Kind of crazy idea, but they did it. And it was that carpet you may have seen before. It was games. It was like a checker table and Chinese checkers and all kind of hopscotch and all that. And they had a bunch of it left over, and I carpeted my car with it. It was kind of funny. Everybody thought that was kind of hilarious, but it was free. And I used about a quart of my dad's contact cement, and you'd have thought I had done some kind of surgery on him or something without anesthetics. But anyway, he was just like that. But anyway, I remember it was about gone anyway. But you know, the way dads are sometimes, trying to teach you some important lessons. So maybe that happened to you. I don't know. All right, let's get some of this stuff down and put out this extra piece of carpet that was given to me. All right, that looks pretty good. Well, that's about as good as I can do it. And I got my real sharp carpet blade there. Got a whole box of blades, so makes this child's work here is easy to do. All right, well I got my carpet in here. Let's not put the I don't know, should I put that in there before I try to do that block thing? I think I might. Yeah, let's do that. Let me get a picture of this. All right, she's bolted into place. So let's go over there and see what it's like. Oh, God, it's humid. Oh, come on, breeze. By the tail, it's plain to see. And we're not all the way back. Oh, lost one of these. I don't know. Let's just hook it. Right there'd be fine. I have found that these stay in a pretty good position here. Let's get that back a little bit. Oh, I think I can adjust this in there. Boy, I'm higher up. It's just so much nicer. Okay, let's pull this seat and go back some. Oh boy, that feels nice. I can reach everything just fine. It's a whole lot more relaxed. I think I'm gonna get the back up a little bit more. And I can't believe I got all this seat adjustment. Oh, that's just so much better. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put that sun visor back and the dome light back in. And I found this thing. I found this little coin holder. I'd like to put that somewhere in here. I don't know where, but I'll do something. I'll do something with it. There you go. I'll put it right there. Found that in the Nash Metropolitan I restored. Wonder if that thing's still going. I wonder about the Bankses a lot. Okay, that's better. If I'm higher up, the sun won't be in my eye so much because that's my way of sun deadening. Is just get a can of flat black and spray it up there. So if you don't like it, you can just scrape it off with a razor blade. Let's get that other seat in here and we'll measure for this box. Oh, I got to do my seat belt thing here. Kind of wish those were a little further back, but it's too late now. It's okay. Well, got a little black paint there. Oh no. Try to keep it neat in here, you know. It's not make a mess of things. Is it ever nice to have these seats back in here? My gosh. Hard stuff. Okay, well I'm going to get some black paint and I'm going to black this out. I got some fresh over there. And I got to make my box for right here. I've already measured for it, and there's that nice carpet back there. So tasteful, isn't it? And boy, I'm just beat. Got to get something to drink. So I think that looks great. Okay, I'm happy with that. The dome light's back up. It's not working, but I really just don't care. And you know, I try to care about everything, but I have never turned that on in all the time I've had the truck to use it. And even if you turn it on, it's like the beginning of Mr. Hobbs on his vacation. It's not a light, it's a dark. You turn it on, everything goes dark. So anyway, sun visors are up. Everything's bolted into place. Make box, I got to make my my first line here. I don't know if I'm still don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to make my line coming out of the carburetor and going way, way, way down. And I'm going to get as far away from the headers as I can. I'm going to just go over to the oh, there's that good light down there. I can almost reach it. See it down there? I got to go down there soon anyway. So I got to get this where I can get a fuel filter in it. And let me see what size that is. I'm sure that's 3/8. What do you think it is? Okay, turn this on and let's see what that is. It is 3/8 exactly. I think that other stuff is 3/8 external. All right, we'll go back there and see. All right, let's go back there and make us a starting salvo here of fuel line. Come on, I know you're there. There you are. Okay. Let's go back there and do that with that stainless steel stuff. Guess that's the best thing to do. I hate this song. So I've got several of these 33033 filters. Okay, lost that one. Okay, these are 3/8. In that cute, comes with a little bit of hose. You know, I'm going to use that too. I'm going to use that coming out of the carburetor. Okay, so I got 14 inches from the carburetor to the firewall, so I'm going to measure this and subtract this from the gain. Oh, they only plug up the out there. Okay, whatever. All right, let's deal with this hose here. Tonight, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh, stop it! Do-do-do. Okay, so I got to get this pipe here in the car. I think I got that going to the carburetor nicely. So you think I can do it? Think I can get all that in? Well, okay. Let's give her a shot. I think I can. All right. Let's try not to hit the TR4 back there. All right, we're going in. Let's make sure we're going in the right spot here. Boy, this is a two-hander if I ever saw one. Oh, yeah, okay. So we're going down into there. Maybe we can go down the runway. Oh, boy. Don't ever give up, because, boy, it's fun stuff. Always something fun to do. So the real trick is going to be here at the end. Look at that. It's going. Oh, I hit something. What am I hitting? I don't know. There it goes. Whatever I hit, it ain't hurting me no more. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if I got it about right here. And then we'll see where we end up, what happened back there. I don't know what I'm hitting, but I'm about there. There you go. It let off. I don't know. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. I can deal with the rest of it down there. Download the bend. So, look at that. Well, let me get some pliers and connect that up so it'll stay. And, oh, I got to tell you something else I discovered today. I'm thinking that when it comes to hooking up these airlines, why not use PEX fittings? So instead of the screw nozzles that just mess up your threads. So look at that. That's a 1/2 inch one. And although it's 3/8 line, see, that goes on there like that. And you could use your Alma or whatever it is thing and crush that on there. And I'd put, half, there you go, them right there. So I might try that on that connection up there, that three-way connection, because I think I could probably get 3 of these on each fitting, and boy, that'd make you feel good, wouldn't it? A nice crimped fitting. That fits really nice. Okay, let's go see what we got up there. There's my pipe cutter. That's a good one, isn't it? I just opened that. Whoop. Whoa. Yeah, anyway, that looks good, don't it? Okay, I ain't even used this yet. So what does this do? I guess that's just reading the directions would be helpful. What does that do? I don't know. I figured out now. It's a deburring tool. All right. I thought it was going to be some kind of fancy thing to do something else with, but that's a nice little deburring tool. Okay, well now we know. Okay. So there's the hot wire. That green wire right there is a hot wire at ignition. And there's like a little, there's that silly rod. Oh, I forgot, I gotta make that plate. I'll do that before I make the box. So here's where the stainless steel line's coming in. And we're gonna get it on way far away from this header. And then there's that green wire I soldered in, I told you about. And there's the grommet right there. That's funny. Look at that, goes all the way to the back. That is just funny to me, and I don't know why. So we are gonna be going about this far back. I might use almost 90 or 100% of this thing. God, just pretty clouds, pretty day out there to me. Except it's a little hot and humid. All right, let's take a look here. Now I'm going to be cutting this thing because I got those 2 fuel pumps to put in, and it's just a matter of how far I do that. Can I get over? Yeah. So I probably, you know, you're supposed to put electric pumps as close to the tank as possible, but I think I'll put them kind of right in there. There's some old brake line. See, it's deadened off up there. So we'll put those in there. Now, I don't know if the fuel cell, if the fuel unit, I don't know 2 things about the tank coming here. One is if the gas gauge is going to work, and the other is the size of the pipe. Not only the fill pipe, but the vent pipe and the pickup tube. And I'm thinking about that screen. I'm not too keen on the screen. I'd rather just kind of pump on through because that's a brand new tank, and I'd rather have just that filter that you saw right there at the carburetor. I think I'd rather do that. So let's get this green wire tied off. That's definitely long enough to make it all the way to the back of the truck and then some. Hey, that's one of those things that was put the oil pan on this thing. Well, that's been such a good thing. Look at it, doesn't leak oil. It's amazing. All right, so let's think this thing over. And I clean up down here, and I might just be at a stopping place other than making that that panel, that cover plate for it right there. And I know now I don't need that in there. That's good. So that I'm going to be able to cut some leakage out of that. Where's that thing? There it is over. In an effort to make this not so cluttered under here, here's that 1957 brake line. I believe it's seen its last. I strung that wire over there, and I was looking back here, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of glad this bolt's in because this bar here has to come out, and I'm going to have to cut into that thing, they tell me. But look at this. I don't know if I like that idea of the fuel cell going there. I don't know if I'm going to go back or up, and then let me get out of here a little bit, give you a better perspective of it. So I may have to cut my exhaust system out and do something else. I don't know, but I think it goes up in here. I just don't know how big it is yet. But I don't want that exhaust system right against the fuel cell. I mean, you know, obviously. So I'm going to have to think about that way that is. But I can't think about it till it's here. Maybe I can just buy some heat shields or something and wrap those pipes or do something like that. I don't think it's real hot by the time it's back here, but it's hot enough for me not to. Oh, well, let's take a look at the axle. I forgot. Yeah, there's that axle I rebuilt. Whew. I don't want to do that again. It's not leak. It's leaking a little bit right there, isn't it? Where's that coming from? I think it's just coming from. Oh, it ain't bad enough to worry about, I don't think. Let's just take a look there. I don't think that was resid either, so let's just wipe that off. It's not coming from the drain, okay. All right, well, that's not what we're talking about now, but looks like I did pretty good. It was leaking out. It was that little hole right there that looks like that. Whatever that did. Okay, so here's my 2 fuel pumps. And taking out that line there gives me a chance to think about where I'm going to put these. I think I'm going to put this one. Let's see, there's the wheel. I think I'm going to put that one right here. I can still get to everything. Now, something to take note of is these are 5/16. This one that's built into this Edelbrock one, yeah, that's enough PSI. Especially 2 of them. This is 5/16 and this is 3/8. All my battery died. That's okay. I went up and took a little break. Chips and salsa and some cool drink there. So I got that fuel pump mounted there. I got that one mounted there, and like I was saying, this is going to go to 3/8, so I can cut this here with my fancy cutter. The thing weighs a ton. So let's go. Oh, I got to get that paint. That's my notepad right there sometimes. I ought not do that. So, so when I feed this down here next time, let's see what I got to do. I got to come and go inside of this brace. Boy, that was a pain. And then I got to go inside of that brace. And then I got to go here. Oh, I had an idea. If I've got to move my exhaust system, I'll just come out and make some side pipes. I kind of hope the tank's going to be a problem now. And so I can use this bend here and just turn this around. See, cut this here somehow or another, I don't know, and bolt it here and come out and have side pipes in front of the rear tires. That'd be cool. So I don't know if I'll do that, but I might. I'll try just about anything. Looks like I might have a hard time getting that apart. Okay, let's cut this and put a little flare on this, and I can actually just kind of cut it right here, and that'd be good enough. And go ahead and plumb some of this. I can't believe that I'll be doing that, but I guess it's possible. Alright, I've got this thing, I believe, a little curve on it at the end and taped off to keep the dirt out of it. And I've already got the fuel pumps down in there. I'll show you that in a minute, but here we go again. I just think this is hilarious. But I've already showed you one time. Let me, because I got to try to keep this in the frame behind those two members. So we're going to try to do that. I'm not going to hook this up this time. I'm going to kind of keep this free float in case I got to mess with it. But let's get it in there. We're doing pretty good today, actually. Okay, so there's the steel line right here, and we're behind that thing, and now we got to get behind this thing, and there's that blue tape I was telling you about. Okay, now we got to get past up here. Okay, on that one. Oh, there you go. I felt it slide. Felt it slip into place there. So I am going to go up and hook that up now. See, we're this close, and I've already got my little piece ready to go, so I'm all set. So I do need another little piece of 5/16. So let me show you. I got the both of the fuel pumps up here. I've got the 5/16 just rubber line between those, and rubber line going back here. I got plenty of it, and so I got my electrical for my sender for the fuel cell. I mean the fuel gauge, and I got plenty of this 5/16 here. So it is 5/16 and goes up to 3/8 for whatever reason. It's the way I got to do it, because that's the way carburetor is, I guess. This is 305. It, you know, like I said, I don't go far. Now the guy one of the guys I saw do this. He didn't use any steel line. He just used rubber hose. I thought it was Vice Grip Garage for a minute, but I guess you can do that. I don't think I would, but you can if you want to. I mean, I didn't see any reason in making a 5/16 connection on something that's like 14, 16 inches there. That didn't seem like it, and it seems like this is okay. But I don't think I'd go the entire length of the vehicle with rubber hose unless I was trying to get home. So got some electrical work to do. So let's go up there. You got to drop her down again and hook it up at the carburetor again. Now I don't like those. I don't know if I said this already, but I don't really care for those spring-loaded clamps. I'd just rather have the feel of the worm gear or something like that. But Sean loves the spring-loaded ones, and that's another thing that makes me nervous about them. So here we are up here, and there it is right there. And there you go. And I'll change those out later. But there's the whole route of the thing. And I'll put rubber hose where I need to put it, or you know, for bumpers. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm so happy I had that extra line that left over. It's just so nice to. Sometimes hoarding works, sometimes it don't. Okay, so that's coming out. I'm ready to make that. I got up in here and I got all the sludge out of that thing. I don't think that's ever been off of there. That plate where that fuel pump goes right there. So I've been cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. So let's clean up all the hardware so the anti-seize, what is it? No, not that. The Loctite will work better. Okay. Almost forgot to show you. Okay, so there's the line going up, and it's just barely resting on the frame, and that's going up to the carburetor. And I got a little piece of rubber hose and that other little line, and of course it's the new brake line, and I got it right there, got it tied in. It's not hitting anything. I got a piece of rubber there, piece of rubber here. I got a piece of rubber there, so you can see that. And I got all of that piece of rubber behind this member right here, and a piece of old rubber hose. And then I got that adapter going from 5/16 to 3/8, and all the connectors I need there, and they're short. And then there's that fuel pump, and it's locked in. There's the rubber hose, it's not hitting anything. And there's the other fuel pump. So we are basically done with the gasoline plumbing. I've got electrical plumbing to do, but I kind of want to get this this plate done. It's already kind of late, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to end this thing. It's been a big day. I'm ready for this tank to come. Said it was coming today, but I don't think that's true. It's after 6, so we'll see. So you obviously can't use these bolts because they're way too long, because it was the body of the fuel pump and that thick plate there and all that. So you got to find some shorter of those. I did. And this was the bottom of my tile cutter. So I'm going to get some spray paint here in a second, and I'll mark this out and cut it and make myself a plate and make myself a little gasket for it, and that ought to be fine. I don't think there's much oil there, but I am certain that it was leaking. It was just nothing, just no other way but for it to leak. So you want to spray directly down on top of this. This is the all-weather breakfast here, any angle spray. See? Okay, so we're going to do this first. Okay, do that. Then get your gasket ready. Okay, and then I'll try not to mess it up too much. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that gives you enough to work with. Okay, that don't seem like it's coming out at any angle. Okay, it's a thick mother, isn't it? Okay, there you go. Good enough. That'll get us started. Everybody's got their own way, but I like to drill my holes before I cut stuff out, and then I'll double check everything here. We don't need them lock washers. Those little high lock washers there. Let's just make sure I'm not going to have any unhappiness. Okay, so the gasket and the screws all do fine. Okay, so all I got to do is kind of rough cut this out. This ain't have to be perfection. It's meatball time. Already got some of it out, but that's the way I'm going to do it. That's not bad steel, actually, but this is just eating it alive. The DW303. Okay, we got it done. Let's go bolt it up and get that out of the way. Okay, see what it looks like. And then that's going to be it for today. It's almost 7. Whew. I'm so tired of this breakfast in America thing. All right, let's just get this up and get it done. So there's my little setup there, and we got them all ready to thread lock. Your anaerobic sealant. I can see no reason to worry about putting anything on this like ultra gray or a little wound there. Part of it makes it fun, and let's put that on there. The blinking plate. This blinking plate is installed, and You don't want to go too tight. You just want to get that rubberized cork gasket thing to seat firmly. So let's take a look, and then this is our last segment. Ooh, too bright. Well, I don't want to go. So there you go. There it is. Uh-oh. Buddy Holly struck. There he is. Alright, so that'll take care of that. That's blanked off. Not too many injuries. That light's off. Let's put it where I can find it tomorrow. And so, found it in my soul to do that here. It's getting late. So find it in your soul to subscribe and like. I sure appreciate it. And let's go in and see what we got to do inside. I do have a little project in there I want to do tonight before I go to sleep. So, okay. That's great. That ought to do fine. I'll just keep an eye on that. I gotta come back down here and check all this out anyway, and see if I'm going to be doing side pipes. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cute, but it'd be close if I did it though. I think I could do it though. You want them to kind of flare out, you know, that way, but if I make a 90-degree turn right, that'd be kind of weird. I don't know. We'll just hope the tank works. It didn't come. It's what is it? It's 7:12. So let's call it a night. Okay, it's a night. I'm gonna let the truck down. I don't ever let anything stay up on the lift unless I just absolutely have to. Okay, bye-bye guys. Thanks for watching. Don't break anything while I'm gone.